Children, we already learned about all numbers. Today we will learn about the properties of all numbers. Before that, we will see what are the operations we do with the whole numbers. We can do addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. The first property is closure property. What is closure property of all numbers? If the result of an operation of all numbers belongs to the same set of numbers, that means that operation is closed. Now we will do all these operations with the whole numbers to check whether these operations are closed or not. Okay? Let's do the addition. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Right? 3 is an whole number, 2 is an whole number, 5 is also an whole number. Which means when you add two whole numbers, the sum will be also an whole number. Got it? Which means the addition of all numbers are closed. Got it? Now let's do the subtraction of all numbers. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. So 5 is an whole number, 3 is an whole number and 2 is also an whole number. In this operation, the subtraction is closed, right? How about 3 minus 4? What is the answer? You cannot do it, right? You get the answer minus 1. So 3 is an whole number. 4 is an whole number, but minus 1 is not an whole number. Alright? Which means when you subtract two whole numbers, the result may or may not be an whole number. Got it? Means subtraction of all numbers are not closed always. Got it? Now let's check whether the multiplication of all numbers are closed or not. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. 2 is an whole number, 3 is an whole number, 6 is an whole number. You take any whole numbers, then multiply and the product will be another whole number. Got it? Which means multiplication of all numbers are closed. Got it? 5 times 3 is equal to 15. Now we will see whether the division of all numbers are closed or not. 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. This is an whole number and this is also an whole number. And the result is another whole number. So in this operation, it is closed. How about 3 divided by 2? You get 1 by 2. 1 by 2 or 1.5. Okay. So this is an whole number. This is whole number. This is not an whole number. Got it? Which means division of all numbers are not always closed. Got it? Now we learn the closure property of all numbers. What we understood is in closure property of all numbers, addition and multiplication is always closed. Subtraction and division is not always closed. Next, commutative property. What is commutative property? If the result of an operation remains the same when the order is changed, then that operation is commutative. Got it? Let's check the first operation, which is addition. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. 2 plus 3, now the order is changed, is also equal to 5. That means 3 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 3, which means addition of all numbers are commutative. Addition is commutative. Now we will see whether the subtraction is commutative or not. 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. Right? But 3 minus 8 is equal to minus 5. So, what is the meaning? 8 minus 3 is not equal to 3 minus 8. That means subtraction of all numbers are not commutative. Subtraction is not commutative. Addition was commutative, right? And the subtraction is not commutative. Next, we will see whether the multiplication is commutative or not. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. How about 3 times 2? The order is changed, right? It is also 6. That means 2 times 3 is equal to 3 times 2. Even though the order is changed, the product will be the same, which means multiplication is commutative. Multiplication of all numbers are commutative. Got it? Now we will see the division. The last operation is division. Let's check. 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. But is when the order is changed, 2 divided by 8 is equal to 4? No, that is 1 by 4, right? So, 8 divided by 2 is not equal to 2 divided by 8, which means division of all numbers are not commutative. Got it? So what we understood, in commutative property of all numbers, addition and multiplication is commutative, subtraction and division is not commutative. The next property is associative property. What is associative property? If the result of an operation remains the same when the grouping is changed. Got it? Is the addition of all numbers are associative? Let's see. Now you need to add 2 plus 3 plus 4. 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 7, which means 2 plus 7, which is 9, right? Now let's change the grouping. 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. Next, 2 and 4. 2 plus 4 plus 3 is equal to 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. So, 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 plus 4 plus 3. Got it? Which means addition of the whole numbers are associative. 3 or more numbers can be added by grouping them in any order. Got it? 3 or more numbers can be added by grouping them in any order. Still, the sum remains the same. Alright? Did you understand? Now we will see the multiplication. Multiplication of all numbers are associative, which means 3 times 2 times 4 is equal to 3 times 4 times 2 is 8 is equal to 24. Okay, let's change the grouping. 3 times 2 times 4 is equal to 3 times 2 is 6 times 4 is equal to again 24. How about change the grouping again? 3 times 4 times 2 is equal to 12 times 2 is equal to 24, which means 3 times 2 times 4 is equal to 3 times 2 times 4 is equal to 3 times 4 times 2, which means multiplication of all numbers are associative. Got it? Which means 3 or more all numbers can be multiplied by grouping them in any order. Still, the product remains the same. Now we will check whether the subtraction and division of all numbers are associative or not. They are not associative. Because if the grouping changes, the answers does not remain the same. We will see an example. 3 minus 2 minus 1 equal to 3 minus 2 minus 1 is 1 is equal to 2. How about the grouping changes? 3 minus 2 minus 1 is equal to 3 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. That means 3 minus 2 minus 1 is not equal to 3 minus 2 minus 1, which means subtraction and division of all numbers are not associative. If the grouping changes, the answers does not remain the same. Okay?